Hello? 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 Welcome, everyone! Welcome. Hello, how have you guys been? Hello? Hello? How you guys doing? How was your weekend? What do you guys do? I hope you guys had a very restful weekend. I slept a lot yesterday. I mean, that isn't like a surprise or anything, but I did want to say that I did indeed sleep a lot. I like sleeping. Anyways, hello! How have you guys been? I'm good. I went to my first therapy appointment. Yippee! I'm glad that it went well. I think that I said this before, but getting like a therapist that you click with was very, very hard. So I'm glad that you did. But yeah, as you can see from the title, we reached 300 wisps. I am so happy. Wait a second, I need to drink something. My throat hurts. There we go. But I'm so glad that we managed to reach this milestone. It means that we are closer to 500 wisps. And that's very exciting. And hey, I am also really happy that we were able to do the Peak collab. I was about to say the Freak collab. Technically, Freak helped me organize it. I had the idea and she reached out. Because people scare me. And Freak is way better at that. But I was really happy that I got to make the collab and that I got to meet so many new people. The Freak collab, yes. Straight up freaking it. And also, I follow Agrocraft on Twitter and also on TikTok. And apparently, I thought that it was just like 3 days straight of Alpine, but no, apparently it was 6 days. Their RNG sucked so bad that they just rolled 6 days straight of Alpine. But now we've got Mesa again. Yippee! I miss the Mesa, and I really want to get the 24 karat patch, so I'm sure that I'll continue streaming Peak for a little bit, just so that I can try and get the rest of the achievements. But yeah. Damn, I wanted to blow my friends. Right, I was really hoping that at least for one of the 2 days we'll get Mesa. But no, we got both Alpine. At least we got the Ice Spikes biome. That one's really fun to play with. It is also sort of like easy mode, like Alpine's easy mode, because you can walk on the spikes. Or I'm able to mess around. Yeah, I also wanted to apologize. I had to take off tits and stream avatars for the collab because my computer was freaking the fuck out. Even without those, it was still having issues. The game was still losing frames a lot. Usually when I play solo, I can just play on medium quality, but even when I lowered it to low quality... Wait, what? Give me a second. God damn it, Stefan. Why are you so mean to me? Oh, it's because I don't have Sammy open. I forgot to open Sammy. That's why I didn't load. I was testing you. Of course you were. Of course. But yeah. I don't know why. I thought that this laptop was for gaming. Why isn't my gaming working correctly? This is like a ROG laptop. Ooh, congratulations on getting third. That reminds me, I need to congratulate people on getting the little teams. Congratulations, Roy, on being the first wisp. Congratulations, Tommy, on being the second wisp. And congratulations! Wait, no. The first one was Fickle. I am reading the things for Saturday. So, congratulations Congratulations, Fickle, for being first. Congratulations, Fleek, on being second, and congratulations, Stefan, on being third. Yay! Boing. Boing. There we go. But yeah, I am super excited to now have 300 wisps with me. Frida will be most satisfied. And I hope that this time at least she will at least let me get a little bit, like 5 minutes more of sleep. That would be enough. Or maybe she'll just bite me a little bit less, like a microsecond less. That would also be good. But yeah, Tit is now re-enabled. Ow. And I've also got muffins. I've also got muffin stuff. Because there's like this free, let me just like get the VGen page. Of this, this specific like 3D modeler that does, Tits assets. And they've got this free cupcake thing that you can buy. Wait, this is on their VGen shop. I am thinking about maybe buying the bread bundle, one of the bread bundles. I like bread. But let me check. Then it is on the coffee that is the free one. Cool. But they also do custom Tits assets, which is really fun and really cool. Look at this. Maybe one day I'll like set up and do something so that we can get our own like custom Twitch Tits assets. Because they are really cute. But yeah. I forgot to send Salu the link of like the free muffins. But look, they've got this free muffin assets that I downloaded so that you can throw muffins at me. Yippee! There's also like this little bread buns, there's cream soda, there's a box of chocolates, there's a burger, there's cookies, there's cat pancake, there's dango. Ooh, the dango's free. I'll just move this back. But yeah, they do custom Tits assets, so I am hoping that maybe I can get something nice. Because honestly, it would be really fun if we had something custom that you can throw at me. I have been having fun with Tits, which I think is really fun. Blanket, I do 3D modeling, Stefan! But do you know what are like the thingies to do Tits? If so, Stefan, DM me your prices, please. Yeah, I know that you can do pre-rendered GIFs because I've seen them and they're super cool. What I'm wondering is, you can 3D model, but can you 3D model Tits assets? Like, is it like a specific is it like a specific thing that you gotta do? I don't know. But DM me your prices. Wink. Wink, wink. I would like to get a coffee cup. I think that for the hydrate, we could get like a coffee mug. Or a coffee bean. Oh my god! You could throw coffee beans at me. Wouldn't that be so funny? I think that would be really funny. Yeah. I don't know what to work on today for stream because I've got like this stuff open. So this is a commission for PK Thunder. This is an adoptable. This is like the adoptable that I was supposed to give away for 250 followers, for 250 Twitch followers, but since I lost all my progress on it, I kind of have been procrastinating on it. I haven't opened it in a while. And I also want to do Salu emotes. They're very funny. And we could work on Idiot. Isn't that gorgeous? Honestly, I have a ton of whips that I was working on consistently when I was The incident hadn't happened yet, but I lost a ton of motivation. I need to finish this crony birthday thing. This other crony birthday thing. I need to finish my little guy. My beautiful little boy. I need to finish this Toho poster. I don't know, there's just a ton of stuff. And as you can see, you know that I haven't touched them because they still haven't been renamed to like the actual names of the files, but still have like the recovered file name. Oh yeah. What do you guys want to see me work on today? I also have like clip studio paint whips that I have done after the thing. There's also like the animated emotes. Do you wanna work on the Frida animated emote? The Frida kisses emote? I need to finish animating, I believe the kerchief, like her little kerchief, is the only thing that's left in there, and then I'd have to line. And then we've got like follower animation, the summer illustration, the fan art for the summer that he could have died. I was going to post this like for the premiere of the anime, but I wanted to focus on finishing commissions first. I've got the follower animation. I kind of want to redo it, to be honest. And then we've got like Huida kiss. Love me, say that you love me. It's loading. It's loading. But yeah, I was animating the kerchief. Look. And now it's like colored because I wanted to check the colors. And it's shaded. I don't know. But yeah. Since it is like my 300 followers celebration thing magic thingy, I guess you guys can choose what I do today. We could make a poll. That's also something that we could do. We could make a poll. Again, I've also been slacking on the schedule thingamajig. On the schedule, layout. I usually procrastinate a ton when it comes to streaming assets, to be honest, because I just think like I can do that later. Like the money grind is more. It's more important. Money's more important. Always. Yeah, we've got like shadows in here. Got the shadows. I've put like the color of the kerchief and obviously the shadows. And we've got the rough animations, which is like the rougher. Which are. And I don't think I'll be in betweening the frames. I think that animating this animation in twos is pretty good. Never see me again. But yeah, I think that I'm gonna do a poll and see what you guys wanna see me work on. Hello, PK Thunder! Congratulations on your yummy burning coffee bean. Wait, it's not prediction, it's poll. No, wrong button. I'm not good at making polls. I really don't know how to make them very well. giveaway adopts. There you go. Happy Monday, PK! I hope that you had a nice weekend. Yeah, I don't know what to do, to be honest. Oh, you know another thing that I was thinking? I would really like to learn how to make live 2D model art. I think that with CSP and my experiments with the symmetry tool, I have been gotten better. I have been getting better at it. I like to try my hand at it. I have been thinking of either maybe making like the giveaway adoptable, like a live 2D, like also including like the live 2D art for like a cute little chibi model. Or maybe just doing a regular giveaway for like live 2D art. I don't know. Since you guys already know that I'm not really thinking on creating art for like a VTuber model for myself in like a very, very long time. It was not a priority for me right now. I'd still like to make live 2D art, but I cannot do that if I don't have like a design to work on. But yeah, feel free to vote on what you want me to be working on today on stream. Yay! Oh, you know what else I wanna do? I would love to play Katamari, but no. It is art stream. It is art stream's time. God fucking damn it, nobody voted. Come on! Fine. I'll do add-ons then. I'll continue with my Salu commissions and do add-on. Because add-on makes me happy. Again, I don't know who was there when I was like in the magma on Salu's server and I was drawing add-on in there as well. But I was talking about how maybe I shouldn't be doing like add-ons so realistic. But also, I don't know. I like giving it like little mandibles. I do have add-on on like the gif of add-on on me. So I think that maybe I should just like open up the gif and see how add-on looks on that gif, if it has the mandibles or not. We gotta do lore accurate add-on, you know? I could also round out the mandibles. That could make it like a little bit cuter. A special mixtape. Make good choices, Salu. Where's Adam? Adam? Oh, Adam! Adam? Adam? Where are you, Adam? Was it maybe on like an old thing? No, I cannot lose Adam. Adam is too important to me. It is way too important. Oh, I've got like the reference that Wormy gave me for Salu. She gave me Tommy Salu! Tommy! We've got Tommy Salu and for free! Dangotek? fucking way this is a real Tango deck. No fucking way. Anyways. Let me check. I know that I saved the add-on to give somewhere. Do I have to just re-download it? I mean, it is pretty easy. You just gotta do like, and clip art. Add clip art give. Hello, Axel913. How are you doing? Congratulations on your 3rd daily coffee bean. You are a baby wisp. Welcome back. And thank you so much for coming back. And walking, clipboard give. There we go. Okay, Adant has like tiny mandibles. Let me just show you. It has like tiny little cute mandibles. I think that I'm gonna try and get it as close to like the Adant give as possible, because it is important to be model accurate, you know? So I will just make this mandibles like smaller, like more nuppy. And like this. I think that will be good. But yeah, for those who wanted to throw stuff at me, tits is now enabled. I will probably make like a pinned message. I will add a pinned message on stream whenever I have to disable it, if maybe my computer is like frying itself up. But I hope to have it on most of the time, I think. I do want to keep like the cute little beady little eyes. Just because as much as I like this ant, like it's little eyes, tiny little eyes, if I make them so small like this, it will just not show up on the emote. It'll look way too tiny. And since we've only got technically 2 colors to work on, brown and black, it means that it might just get lost. Yeah. I don't remember. I think that I actually said this when I was doing the magma again, but I am doing an illustration for a contest. It is a scientific illustration contest. So I don't know if posting it here. It is very different from the work that I do online, but I also do scientific illustration for fun. I'm not super good at it, but I do like it. I think that it's very nice. And the deadline is, as far as I know, August 29th. So it is right before the 30th. And I am hoping to finish it. So that's why I've been really quiet, because I have, aside from commissions, I have projects that need to be done this week. But I really want to get into scientific illustration. It is one of my passions. Back when I was in university, I actually tried to get on the biology track as a minor, but I didn't get in, unfortunately, because my essay, according to the board, was like a little bit too abstract for them. I mean, what did I expect? I was a 3rd semester art student. I would like to do more courses on scientific illustration though. So far I have only done one on ornithological illustration, which specializes on illustration of birds. We learned a lot about how to illustrate birds, specifically the little feathers. The drawing that we actually took care of in that time was the drawing of a hummingbird, so that we could actually learn how to create like those specific like kind of iridescent slash holographic effects that feathers can have. Because some birds have a type of like, I don't know how to say it, like structure. Yeah. Like the feather structure, it is made so that it looks iridescent. And it looks really, really pretty. I still have the unfinished drawing on me because, as far as I remember, I think that I went on a trip. No, I didn't go on a trip. I moved to Canada. So, the drawing is stashed away on my, I think on my dresser. So I need to finish it, but I still have all of the colors that I mixed that I used for that. Honestly, there's a ton of traditional art that you guys haven't seen that I haven't finished because while I love the act of drawing traditionally, the setup and the cleanup can be pretty annoying if you're lazy like me. Because for those who do not know, I usually use watercolors for illustration. It is one of my main mediums alongside color pencils. So usually setting up the watercolors and getting the water and the brushes and just everything is it's kind of boring. I don't want to. No, that is like the wrong word. It's not boring. It's just annoying at the end of the day because you just gotta take care of so much stuff. I think that it would be better if maybe I made this a sign. Oh wait, this doesn't work when you tilt it? Yeah. I honestly would really, really like to get more into scientific illustration because it is also one of the few areas that haven't been taken over by AI art generation. I did say this back when I was on a call and I was drawing in the magma, but I actually went to an art fair for my birthday. Not an art fair, sorry, a book fair for my birthday. There's this fair that is done in Bogota every single year, usually close to my birthday, called the Filbo, which is the International Book Fair of Bogota. And unfortunately, even though this was like supposed to be like a very fun trip for me and my parents, because we went all together, and they were like, "Hey, ghost, choose a book within this budget, and we'll gift it to you," or just like choose many books that won't get past the budget, then we'll buy them. And I thought that I would have a blast. I usually do, or I usually did, but ever since the rise of AI art, it was filled with it. Like, there was actually a specific editorial house that I'm not going to name, whom all of its new releases, all of the books that they had released recently, were had AI art covers. That really put into perspective just how devalued the work of like being an art book, or like a book artist, cover artist, or book illustrator as a job had really become. And it really made me worried for my future, because for you guys who do not know this, I am graduating in September 11th as a Master of Fine Arts. But my focus was actually on graphic arts and production, like graphical work production. That entails books and laying out books, illustrating for books, creating things that can be printed en masse and that can be used by editorials. And that was the area that I wanted to actually get into. I wanted to be specifically a children's book illustrator or a cover book illustrator. And when I went to the Fieldville Art Fair, it was sort of like this like very sad realization that I would probably not get a good job there, or would not get a job at all, because editorial houses are now defaulting to AI for their book covers, and even for their children's books, by the way. There were a lot of AI-generated children's books, specifically coloring books. And I mean, I'm not a line art heavy artist. I like rendering my line art. I probably wouldn't. I think that I said this already when I was like talking on the VGen Discord with other artists, that I would never offer like line art only or sketch only commissions, because it just feels unfinished to me. And also because there are a ton of like scammers that get that line art and then color it over themselves and then claim the entire artwork was made by them, or use it for like, yeah, salad freak, and use it for things that do not follow my TOS. So I decided that I would never do line art work anymore, as in like line art commissions. But I know that there are artists that like doing line art commissions. They have like their prices set up so that you can order a sketch, a refined or line art, and I have ordered from them before. And now for coloring books specifically, now you don't hire illustrators for that. You just go to fucking Midjourney or ChatGPT and ask them to generate a drawing of like whatever you want. And that got me really sad, because it just means that artists in the graphical industry, which is again the one that I specialized in, are no longer like, I don't know how to say it. I do not like to say that we're not needed, because of course we're going to be needed. Like, even if it is just for refining that AI art, we're still going to be needed. But appreciated, yes, the mission. That is the correct wordage. We're never going to get to a point where we're actually going to be appreciated for the work that we do in the graphical and editorial industry. Oh, the mission! Congratulations on your gay coffee bean. And I don't know. I just got out of that fair feeling extremely bummed out. I was actually feeling really sad. But I know that on the very least, scientific illustration is an area that will never be able to replace artists. Why? Because AI doesn't know shit about human anatomy. For those who do not know as to why scientific illustration is important, it is because the human eye sometimes can capture details that somebody, by just viewing a picture, wouldn't be able to get. Illustration is also like a very good way of displaying different kinds of illnesses without maybe triggering phobias that somebody might get, and they're also like a very good way of like educating the general public on various different things. And it is also an area that it is incredibly important for not just doctors, but also scientists of like various different areas. And AI just simply isn't able to replicate scientific illustrations correctly. So that is an area that I'm still really happy that I am able to at least dabble into, especially because I love drawing from nature. I draw a lot of flowers in my free time. I just don't publish it because it's mostly just doodles. And also, drawing flowers can be very difficult, especially if you have them like picked or something, because they will start deteriorating within hours. Once they are deteriorated to a certain point, you just gotta get another fresh sample. But the amount of detail and dedication that scientific illustrators have to do is something that I admire a ton. And I would really like to get into it as well. Like, if I ever get a job offer as a scientific illustrator, I would definitely grab that offer 100%. But for now, honestly, I am just happy that I can also draw in a style that I really like, because I also really like drawing on my style and like the anime styles. I think that they're fun and that they're cute. Look at Adam. Adam! I love you, Adam! I'm so glad I get to make the Adam emote. I am its biggest fan. By the way, I know that Adant was like already a thing when I started watching Salu. What is the story behind Adant, if anybody knows? Since I know that our viewership overlaps a lot, can you guys tell me the history of Adant? So true. In the land of a million. Yeah, there's so many songs that I want to like get on Spotify, but aren't there at all. Some are even lost media. For example, the Tally Hole Smile Like You Mean It cover, it just isn't available anywhere. The only actual high quality version that we have is from an album that is no longer available. Because they did a cover for like a TV show, and the only recording that we have is one that is from I don't know how to say it. It just doesn't sound very good. Yeah, it will be spammed during that time, and that would be amazing. Because I love that. And let me play the Tally Hole song. I think that the Tally Hole archive managed to get like a pretty good grip. But it's from a show that Tally Hole got commissioned to do music for. And by the way, I love the Killers. I love the original Smile Like You Mean It song. But this song is just so beautiful. It is such a good cover. And I'm gonna send the link in chat. Also, I forgot to pin my Discord. If you don't know, we have a Discord. We talk sometimes, and I am planning on starting to do community nights. Once I get that scheduled graphic done, I'm sure that we'll get that. I don't know, it's so cute. Not cute, but like very pretty. It is a very pretty cover. I really like it. Oh fuck. Wrong layer. It was before my time, but I think it was a spur of the moment thing Salu did. The only other fact I know is that someone that had a username. Well, yeah, we know about Ant because Ant came in on one of the streams. I think it was on the DVD stream that he did with Kit. So, the Ant meme is because of the Ant. Wow. It is very funny though. I love Ant. And again, I really think that if Salu were to get stream avatars, that the stream avatars should be ants. They're like very cottagecore. They really fit his theme. Said it quickly on the stream, but I don't remember right now. Yeah, I know that ant. Like it's like a very short username. It's literally just like something ant. Smile like you mean. Oh my god! Oh, thank god that was quick. Thank you for the bits, questionable board. Even if that sort of stung, I think that one of the bits got in my eye. But thank you so much for the 25 biddies! Yippee! That sound alert terrified me. Ooh. Yeah, how have you been, questionable bard? How was your weekend? I'm being mean today. Come on. Is my correction just really high? I do have it usually really high, but still, it's too high. Okay, just hit me, just pelt me with bits and then leave. I see how it is. By the way, I bought Wheel of Katamari for Steam. It went on sale and I bought it even though I already have it on Switch. And I have already played a lot of it on Switch. But I don't care. I think that we all deserve to like continue the saga of us beating up our abusive father. We need that closure. Also, I'm thinking that maybe we should play it be like maybe a week, or I don't know how many streams it took me to beat Katamari regular. I think that it was maybe 3 weeks, like because we did like 6 streams. So maybe we should do it like 2 or 3 weeks before Katamari. The third Katamari game releases. By the way, I know that it's technically like the 6th Katamari game, but the others are just not are just not available to play for me. The only ones that we have are Katamari Reroll and Wheel of Katamari Reroll. Oh, it's Once Upon a Katamari. Once Upon a Katamari. Yippee! Okay, it releases on October 24th, 2015. 2025, sorry. But that is when I'm doing my subathon. No! By the way, yes, I am planning a subathon. Region lock games? Yeah, Katamari actually has like 5 games already. Katamari Damashi games. Let me show you. No. Like, all Katamari Damacy games. Or maybe I can just put like Katamari Damacy series games. Come on, DuckDuckGo. Don't make me go to Google for this. Okay, so there we go. We've got Katamari Damacy. That is the original. Then we've got We Love Katamari. Then we've got Katamari Forever. Then we've got Beautiful Katamari. Then we've got Me and My Katamari. Then we've got Touch My Katamari. Katamari Amore. Wait, this one's... No, that is not a Katamari game. Okay, maybe we should go to just like the wiki. But main games. I've got Katamari Damacy. We Love Katamari. Me and My Katamari. Beautiful Katamari. Katamari Forever. Touch My Katamari. And Once Upon a Katamari, which is the one that is going to be released soon. Sayla! Hi! Welcome. How have you been? Yes, Touch My Katamari. It's such a weird name, but it says that to be released on the PlayStation Beta. Bro, PlayStation Beta is no longer alive. Okay, so it is on Vita. I have never heard of it. I only know about the first 2 games. But yeah, I've been doing well. How have you been? How has your debut been? There's also Katamari Forever. Robo King. Who is Robo King? I am intrigued. But yeah, these are like all of the different Katamari games, and Reroll and Royal Reverie are actually just like the remastered versions of the first 2 games. These like all of these like games, like from Me and My Katamari to Touch My Katamari. I don't know about them. Kazoo! Thank you for the beautiful kazoo sound, Sayla. Oh, by the way, you know how when we raided Sayla, we raided in, I believe that we were also playing Peak. Or maybe Dave the Diver, I don't know. But look! He is doing raid keychains now, and look, he made a little axolotl go. So good it is, so cute. It's so cute. It looks so squishy. I love it. And I'm really glad to hear that you've had a ton of fun on your debut. Your model looks really, really good, by the way. I like how you even have like a dropped when you were a baby toggle, where you just have like a dent on your head. So glad you like them. I used to hate them. Oh, thank you so much for reminding me. But yeah, they did this. That is so cute. And they have also done for Kokobon, you know, Kokobon BT. I friend Coco. So they also have done one for Coco. Let me look it up. I think that it was on the first page. Yeah, look! It's Coco! Oh, they are so cute. They keep denting your head. But Sailor, it's because you were dropped when you were a baby. That you know how it is. If you get dropped when you're a baby, you just get a little dent. It's like a slide. Yes, you're turning everyone into marketable keychains. Honestly, if you sold acrylic keychains with just like the axolotls, I would buy one immediately. I have an unhealthy keychain addiction. I mean, didn't you do your VTuber? You created your own VTuber, Sailor. You could have just like not included the dent, you know? I want to do merch eventually. You should! I also want to do merch eventually. Right now, I only do fan merch because, even though my ghosting magics sell well locally, they only sell well when they're when they're Halloween themed. I drew it, Subi rigged it, and she added the dent. I see, right? Because in Live 3 you can deform stuff. Yeah. Please check out Sailor. They are a very good artist, and also they draw with a mouse. So, their VTuber model, they drew it with a mouse. This adorable and marketable keychain, they also drew it with a mouse. They do everything with a mouse. They breathe with a mouse. They eat with a mouse. My respect, Sailor. I was not familiar with your game. Right. Look at those lines. They're so steady. And they're not using like vector layers. They just draw this by hand. I don't know what their stabilizer is, but goddamn. I don't use vector or stabilizer. What the? Sailor! What kind of magic hands or magic mouse do you have that you do not need to use a stabilizer or vector? Do you know how my mouse drawings look? Let me just go to my baby art page, because that's when I used to draw with a mouse. And I only use like vector layers because I was bad at it. I'm just crazy. Yeah, you probably are. Let me see. This was done with a mouse. This is the level that my mouse art can go. And I think that this was done in like a pirated version of Paint Toolsai. He. And I didn't know how layers worked. Yeah, this is the best that I can do with a mouse. Yeah, Paint Toolsai is sort of like the program that a lot of kids start out with. And this is done with vector layers. This is all like mouse drawings, but the sketches I made them with like in traditional art, then I scanned them. I think that I sometimes also did like the sketches in mouse, but that was very, very rare. Yeah, look at this. And then look at this. I do have a tablet, I just don't use it. Sailor. Your wrist, Sailor. How do you not have wrist issues? Oh, also adding 1 minute, guys. It'll be a 3-minute ad break, but after the 3-minute ad break, you'll have me for a full hour afterwards. I use wrist rests. They're super comfy. Oh yeah, I also have a wrist rest for my mouse. I don't know why wrist rests have now become non-standard. Every single time I try to buy a new mouse pad, or a replacement mouse pad, I have to specifically look for mouse pads that have wrist rests, because now they're just not included. Now you just get a flat little thing. That is so expensive too. But honestly, I respect your game seller. The amount of effort that must have taken to do such clear lines is so good. Also, by the way, this is what I'm saying when I say if you will ever get tits. Ow. This is the throwing system. Ow. Since you have a VTuber model, it actually will like react to it. I'm gonna try to set up headpads soon. I'm working towards this. Yeah, I also took my time thinking about it because I know that it can take off a lot of your RAM. Because of course, it technically is rendering stuff and doing physics. I think that VTube Studio has like a headpads. Like, oh, it already has like a headpads thing, right? I don't know much about VTube Studio. I have only toyed with it with the pre-made models. One of them I won in a raffle, which by the way, it is the smallest VTuber ever. I don't know how Eerie has been. She hasn't streamed in a very long time. But I won a VTuber avatar from her. And it is the smallest VTuber ever, so I've only toyed with that one. And it already had the head pads done. Let me see. There you go. This is the only VTuber model that I have. Oh, you want to make a custom headpad? I don't know how to do those. Yeah. Honestly, I admire people who do their own custom toggles and stuff and don't use the average ones done in VTube Studio. Because I have no idea how to do that. Just make an animated GIF and add it as an item, I believe. Oh. Then it isn't so bad. That doesn't sound too bad. I still would be terrified to make them though, because it just looks very intimidating. But honestly, I'm sure that you can make it. You've already done a ton of stuff. Also, Sayla has a video game. They have a video game up on Steam. I have it wishlisted actually. Let me check it out. Wishlist. This looks really cute. I love pixel art. Right! And it's rigged, by the way. It's fully rigged. So it like can track when you turn around, when you blink, when you open your mouth to speak. And you can also put it on a little Tamagotchi shell, which is really, really cute. It's just that since I don't have a human avatar, it can be a little bit difficult to set it up. But I'm gonna ask Eerie if I can change the textures. Let me see. I know that I have Zelda's video game wishlisted. Witness, Who's Lila, Growing My Grandpa, Forbidden Solitaire, Endless Engines. There it is. Oh, look, Sailor also has this video game. They made it themselves. And it's pixel art and it is super cute. I think that when they launched it, they did like a small giveaway for it. Yeah, look at it. It's super cute. And it's very cheap too. I think that 9,900 pesos is around $2. I don't know. The thing is that usually Steam can change prices depending on your location. It is very affordable. It is. So you should buy it. Let me link it on chat. Go buy Sailor's game, please. It is very, very cute. I have just been eyeing it. It's just that whenever I try to buy games, it is like this gnawing feeling. I need to keep my doubloons close to me. No problem. I love shouting out people. I love shouting out fellow artists, especially when they're this good at stuff. Yeah, please check out Sailor and please check out their game. Now let's return to our work. Yeah, I actually did a poll on my Discord server asking if I should just buy the deluxe version of Silent Hill F, because Silent Hill is one of my favorite game series ever. And even though the poll won, and I have the funds, I have them on my bank account secured up, I'm still heavily mulling over it. And even games as cheap as $1, I'm like, I don't. What if I need that dollar one day? I am very, very bad at spending things. It becomes even worse when it's necessities. Like, yes, I need to buy Live 2D Cubism, but also, I don't wanna. I know that I need to learn how to rig, because I want to make, like, my gift making. I fluctuate between being good at spending and bad. Yeah, I think that it's because every time I spend a little bit of money, I go a little bit insane with it. I need to put a hard stop on spending, or else I spend way too much money. And the worst part, it's because of Amazon. I, of course, have Amazon boycotted because of the Palestine stuff. But beforehand, I used to buy a lot in Amazon, because there's a ton of stuff that you can find there that you cannot find in Colombia, or if you find them, because of like export laws, they become really, really expensive. So I just have this wish list, and once something goes on sale, I'm like, well, free shipping is only for $35, so let's just buy until we reach that cap. And I'm ashamed to admit, it isn't mostly stuff for me, it is stuff for Frida. I just love buying stuff for Frida. She is a spoiled little baby, and I am not good at keeping her any less spoiled. And the worst part is that I always regret it. Buyer's regret is so big on me. Not because I don't like the product, but it's because my money! My money! Where did my money go? I can't believe that when you have to buy stuff, you actually have to spend money on it. It should be illegal. Everything should be free. Just for me, though. Other people can pay. Not me. Yeah, I'll eventually buy Endless Engines. I'll eventually buy it once I go on another binge. Isn't that right, Frida? But yeah, how was your weekend? How was your weekend, Sailor? I know that you streamed a little bit before because I saw it, but I was out, so I couldn't pop in and say hi. And I'm sure that your streams have been doing really well. It's always exciting to do a debut and to show off new stuff that you've been working on. I was very excited when I first created my little VTuber model, because it was the first thing I had done, ever in that form. It was actually surprisingly fun. Now, as for Hugo's model, though, that was very stressful. A ton of moving parts, but it was still good practice, I think. One day I'll open commissions for PNG Tour models, trust. No. Damn. How do you get a nice brown color? Like a nice brown wood color that doesn't look like poop? That is a legit question of mine. So I think if I'm going to do it in this color, I'm probably going to have to change it to white text so that it reads a small screen. Chai, I have a question. You have done most of your emotes, right? I think that you have done most of your emotes, if not all of them. Have you ever felt that when you're creating emotes for yourself, you sort of fluctuate in between styles? It may be because I'm still fairly new at doing emotes, but I always have this problem with keeping my emote style consistent. If I make it like this light blue, like very, very light blue. I think that this was for like the Thanatos commission, but for the Thanatos commission, I was just shaking in my boots because I didn't feel like the style that I was creating for the emotes was consistent enough. It didn't look like the same character to me. Let me see if this add-on works. Also, again, I will always promote this page that Lee showed me when they were making their own emotes because it is so useful. I use it every time I get emote commissions. Where's add-on? Okay, this looks good. Honestly, I should probably get onto creating those new stream avatars accessories, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Because I also want to upgrade the wisps. I want to keep the same shape, but I want to render them better. Because actually this isn't the final form of the wisps. This was the first like the first version that I made just to make sure that they were visible and that they look good on the scale that they usually wear. And I was supposed to later render them correctly and make them more I don't know how to say it, like give the line art a little bit more variety in pixels so that it looks better in depth. I was supposed to make the flame a little bit more glowy, add a second layer of fire, but I got lazy because it is a 9-frame animation at the end of the day most of the time. So I got lazy. But I gotta do that, and I'm gonna do that one day. I promise, I promise. I honestly haven't touched anything having to do with my game either. Because when I lost those files, that was a punch to the gut. I still need to check out the game files that I have of the finished demo to see what I can salvage from that. I don't know, a ton of stuff that I have to think about, and a ton of stuff that I have sort of neglected just because I feel sad. I felt sad for a very long time. Also, I was totally doing that on the wrong layer. Also, since I guess this is the celebration for 300 followers, I guess you can see a little whip of the next like full illustration I'm gonna do. That is for this fan sign. I am already rendering and my brain is hurting so much. Because I decided to do a rendering style that I don't do very often. And it's like having the shadow colors already done in and then just render those shadows as like render with the base shadows as the colors, and my brain hurts. Usually I just do like regular colors as if they were in daylight and then add the shadows later with multiply layers and stuff, but sometimes I do this rendering style when most of the image is just like shadows and not much light. And every time I do it, my brain hurts, and I have to remind myself that perchance I should probably practice more on that specific type of shading, but I don't like it, I'm lazy. I like doing the island going easy mode and just adding a ton of effect layers. Yeah, this is the final. This is how the final rendering is supposed to look, and this is like the progress I've done. Of course, this doesn't have like the lightning layers on yet. And since the focal point is this, I know that I'm gonna have to do some effects in here. Because this is not something that you can do usually with regular lights and shadows. I mean, you probably could do that, but I'm not. But again, I'm not good at it. So, little preview, little tiny small preview. This will be available. I don't know, probably beginning of September. I think that beginning of September or mid-September, I believe. And the fan sign will be free, so you'll be able to download it once it's done. And I don't know, maybe I'll make it like a small print. I need to do more prints though. I haven't really done a ton of actual illustration work in a while. As in like full background, full everything. But I am thinking, September 9th for the Toho community, for those who are not in the Toho community, is something called Chirino Day. Because Chirino Day, is the day where we all celebrate this specific character that appeared in Toho 6, the embodiment of Scarlet Devil. And she was just like the stage 2 boss, and for some reason people really liked her. She was more like a gag than anything, and since her song number, her boss battle song, was number 9 in the soundtrack, September 9th just became Chirino Day. And I did a fan art for Chirino in, I believe, 2016? Yeah, 2016. And I thought it would be really funny if I redrew that fan art this year. Because that marks 9 years, the 9th year anniversary of this illustration I did. And I think that would be really funny. Just because, you know, it is the 9th year anniversary of this illustration that I published on September 9th. I'll probably have to put it on like scheduled release though, because as you guys know, I will graduate university in September 11th. Which again, does not mean I did 9/11. It's just a coincidence. Here in Colombia, we don't take 9/11 as seriously. Also, I'm pretty sure that I was in the hospital at the time. I was a very sickly baby. So I have a rock solid alibi. It is, though, very funny that Crony is also releasing his blush for 9/11, and that's going to be my graduation gift from me to me. I have already pre-ordered it, but you know, on Makeship you gotta pay just like $2 to pledge, and then you pay the rest once the plush releases. So those remaining $28 plus shipping, they're going to be my gift from me to me for my graduation. I am very excited and also very scared to graduate because, one, yippee, I finally get my title, which means I finally get my diploma and all the benefits that come with it, but also, oh no, I now have to apply for a trigger warning for what I'm about to say. I have to apply for a job. And that's so scary. That's so terrifying. I don't want to apply for jobs. Also, hello, Night. I'm sorry if you missed the trigger warning. Yeah. So the thing is that here in Colombia, usually diplomas are very important. Ardent indeed. Here in Colombia, usually art jobs do require a diploma, or at least like something that qualifies you as like an illustrator. Because they say like, okay, do you have like a certification or something? I was like, I mean, I'll come out like in September. Are you willing to wait? So yeah. Usually in other areas, like in other countries, diplomas aren't really as important when you're an artist. Usually a portfolio is enough to get you the job, but not in here. Not in here. So once I have the diploma, I'm gonna have to create a resume and then apply. Ugh. I hate this. Fuck my stupid buckle life. What, they can check a portfolio? They check the portfolio, like the portfolio is part of the resume, but they want to see like if you have like specific qualifications. As a graphic designer, because those are like the only jobs you'll find here in Colombia, you'll never find an illustrator posting unless it's like architecture illustrator, and I don't have that kind of qualifications, like being an architectural illustrator. As a graphic designer, they will ask you for a diploma on either graphic design or fine arts. And of course, they'll ask you if you know how to use the Adobe Suite, which I hate. I hate the Adobe Suite with my whole entire being, but I know how to use it. I kind of have to. It's the industry standard, especially if I'm going to go into editorial stuff. They use that for everything. And again, there's better programs. There's Scribus. I love Scribus. There's Inkscape too. Inkscape is kind of better than Illustrator at this point. But yeah. They'll check my portfolio, and then they'll check like my work experience. Then they'll check if I spent an insorbitable amount of money on getting myself an education. And last and definitely least, they'll check what kinds of work I've done. Which for freelance is mostly commissions. Hence why I try to promote my commissions whenever I can. Right now my commissions are closed, by the way. Because that is like the stuff that will help me build a portfolio. Client work as commission does indeed work as actual experience, like work experience. Yippee! So that's something that I have an advantage of. Pitch a freedom blanket comic to the newspaper. You know, I actually have a children's book pitch. Let me show you. It is about grief and about your parent and about your grandparents developing dementia. So obviously, it's fun for the whole family. But I actually have a pitch. Let me show it to you. I have it on my drive. And I like the style. It is a very cute style. I tried to not make it like super anime-ish because I know that a lot of Western companies don't like anime. That is a fact, by the way. A lot of Western companies, unless they're anime-oriented or oriented in any way that is sort of like related to Asian media, they will not want you to draw anime style. That is unfortunate. That is a very unfortunate fact. Here in Colombia. What if I just became like really good at emulating the Simpsons art style? I would be making bank with that. Let me see, documents. Not here. It's on the 2023 one then. 2023 archive. I am doing this off screen because it does have some of my name in it. And I don't wanna dox myself. Illustration. Yeah, this is a poster that I did for like an assignment. It was like a Prince and the Pauper play. I still like this one. It's like very Ever After High-ish. I like Ever After High. Oh, why is this cropped? Oh, it's because Illustrator has like that thing. And there is like my grandma the frog. It's basically like your witch grandma turning into a frog is a metaphor for dementia. For senile dementia. I'm sure that you guys can see the parallels. Yeah, this was the pitch. Oh, and this is like an example of like, this isn't really like super scientific illustration. But yeah. Let me see if the cover actually has my real name. If it doesn't have my real name, I will show it to you. But if it does have my real name, I won't show it to you. Okay, this is a PDF. Rock Grandmama. Okay, this version of the cover doesn't have my name on it. Yeah, look, this is the cover. Thank you, Fweek. Oh yeah, and eventually Grandma Frog goes into the swamp to live with the other frogs, and that's a metaphor for death. Yippee! I'm so good at this children book stuff, guys. Okay, but honestly, I think that it's because as a kid, since I was very close to my grandparents when I was a kid, I'm still really close to my grandparents as I was a kid. My grandpa, who is very old by the way, and does indeed have senile dementia, he was diagnosed this year. He has been very hyper aware of the fact that he will die one day, and he's always sort of been like telling me like, hey, Ghost, guess what? Guess what, Ghost? Guess what? I'm gonna die one day. That's right, Ghost. I will die one day. And you better not be fucking sad about it, or my ghost will come back and beat your ass. So, I think that teaching kids about mortality and death is important. Maybe not as harshly as my grandma, or as, not my grandma, my grandpa told me. But I do think that teaching kids that death isn't all bad, and that people die, and that doesn't mean like anything like super bad, and teaching them how to cope with that is interesting. Also, I think that, like, especially if you have like elderly family members, learning that they indeed will change and deteriorate with age, and that even though it is sad, it is just a fact of life that you have to cope with, it is something that is important to learn. And I know that there's children's books that tackle death, by the way. I know because I have them. One thing that I really, really love about my university specifically is that they have an area full of illustrated children's books, and every time there's a sale or something, I immediately go there with my student card to get a student discount on the little illustrator books that they have. There's also, and this is something that I wish I had come up with, because holy shit, this is so smart. And it is that there's actually a series of children's books where the mascot is a capybara. Of course, it has like the name that we call it here in Colombia, which is Chigüiro, aka the original name, the correct name. But it is a whole series of children's books. Like this little guy. And I believe it was created by a student, an old student of the university. And it is so simple because it is just the drawings and not any words or anything, and that makes it really, really good for little kids as like visual learning. And it is its entire series. It even has plushies. And honestly, if our university ever created like a mascot, I think that this Chigüiro should be the mascot. But we have like not these, but we've got plushies of Chigüiros in the school store. And honestly, if I had been smarter, I would have pitched a capybara children's book, and I would have gotten bang from it. But yeah, I'm sure that creating a book about death will also be a bestseller. I'm sure about it. I mean, who doesn't love reading about death at a very young age? I cannot be the only kid that was morbidly fascinating with death and dying. And again, it might be because I was partially raised by my grandparents that I am so fascinated with it, but I think that it would be a very valuable lesson. I think that kids should know that things die. Do not quote me on that, by the way. But yeah, that is sort of like the pitch. I need to finish up the whole story and maybe one day I'll pitch it. But yeah, I don't know how it'll go if I ever went to like a pitch meeting and saying like, hey, so I'm going to draw a book where a girl who has been raised by her grandmother her whole life discovers her grandma has gotten senile dementia. And at the end of the book, the grandma dies. But it's a metaphor. And I cleverly disguise that by making it so that the grandma and the girl are actually witches that live in a swamp. And when a witch reaches a certain age, she becomes a frog. Ribbit, ribbit. I'm sure that it'll be a hit. Hehehehe. Oh yeah. I really want to create more illustrated books. You know, one of my favorite illustrators of all time was Benjamin Lacombe, but then I learned that he was a Zionist, and I got really sad because I was actually building up a collection of his books. And his art was so good. Why did you have to be a Zionist, Benjamin Lacombe? I had already forgiven the fact that you were French. Oh, thank you, Fleek. I'm glad you like the concept. Ideally, I would love to create the art for the book traditionally in watercolor. Like, as you can see, the concept was made digitally, but it has like a very watercolory, like, style to it. Also, this is like the double page that I created because we needed to do like a singular page and a double page. I like the look of this frog. I think that this frog looks really good. It looks like it's a little bit high though. It does look like it has taken some of that goods though. Look at it. High as frog. And yeah, one day I'll polish up the concept and maybe present it to an editorial house or something. I know that my university has an editorial house. Maybe I'll have better luck if I'm like a former student or something. I'll have to ask though. I'll ask around. Also, one of my former teachers has an editorial house, but I don't think that they do children's books. Also, I don't know if you guys remember this, but this is actually the Brazilian Miku song that they made. The frog looks like it doesn't give a care. I mean, it is true. It has lived its life. Reject humanity, become frog. I think that is the lesson of the book. Reject humanity, become frog. Go back to the swamp, freak. That's where you belong. That's where you belong, freak. Please, freak, we miss you. Go back to the swamp. I am the swamp. So true. Freak, if you ever were turned into a frog, what kind of frog would you be? Probably some dick ass though. So true. Hello, Leo. Long time no see. The yellow and black one that Wiggles sing about. So true. I will be like one of those like frogs that are transparent. Glass frogs, I think that they're called. Glass frog. Let me check. Glass frog. Frog. Look, I would be one of these bad boys. The ones that you can see their organs from inside and out. And look, they have little spots. Oh no, frog sex. We cannot see the frog sex. Yeah, I like these. They're cool. Look! Glass frog and little glass frog eggs. That's okay, Fweek. Have a nice time at work. But yeah, I love these little guys. They're so cute. Hello, please don't lick the frogs. Please don't lick the frogs, hello. They're sensitive. You can lick Adam though. Adam looks very biteable. You know what also you can lick? Ketchup, Lou. Salut, ketchup. Now let me just test this anthem out first. Yeah, we've got ketchup Lou too. Wormy is spoiling everyone with so many good emotes. Alright, I should probably also like toggle transparent background, yeah. There we go. Does it need a white outline? I don't know, it doesn't look like it needs a white outline. What it does need though, it's a cute little blush. I think that is necessary. I think that Adam deserves to be kawaii, doesn't it? Yes, Adam deserves to be cute. Then we see go. Kawaii Adam, so true. It's what we deserve. We deserve a kawaii Adam. Beyonce, Beyonce, Shakira, Shakira. I wonder, like, would it be more funny if it was just like the regular Arial font, or should we make it cute? You know that I have like a sort of like wood texturey font in here. I think that's called charcuterie. It is from Adobe because I used to have the Adobe suite. I have some of the fonts that I downloaded from there. Because my college, well, the one that I went to in Canada, actually gave me the Adobe suite for free. Unlike my university, which had I think that its tuition was double its price, and so they couldn't give us fucking Adobe Illustrator to do our job. Charcuterie book, I think that is called. It's not start of mine. Charcuterie engraved. Contrast. I think that this one's cute. What do we think? When it's me who's ashamed from the guilt and the pain, but the answer is simple. It's the one to blame. I think that this is cute. I don't know. No, but the ads isn't as clear as it was. I do like the blush though, I'll keep the blush. There we go, add-on emote. Perfect for ads. Order your add-on now. Now I wanna do this one because it's funny. Though after this next, well, when this next ad break starts, I'll be going to the bathroom and get a refill on water. So we'll have a little ad break. I do really like this emote style. Honestly, this is my favorite emote I've done so far. Basically, when it's more detailed designs like this, I have read from emote makers that are way more experienced than I am that it's best to do first like an outline of the stuff that you want to be seen more clearly, and then you can line the details on a thinner brush. So that's what I'm trying to do. I know. I did this wrong. I'm gonna later detail like these little scuffy marks. That reminds me, I really need to like work on my own little like redeem icons because I want to make custom redeem icons for everything. There's already like the first, second, and third that are little bits badges. Those are actually my bits badges, but still, I like to also create custom stuff, not just reutilize my emotes. Even though it will probably be the smarter option. Meet me at our spa. Oh my gosh, this reminds me because I follow Willow Smith on Instagram, but she posted a story like recreating that meme of the guy crying that says who ate all the pussy, and she recreated that meme herself because she's biased as far as I know. And I don't know who freaked out. I think it was like conservative people that followed her that only remembered her from like her child artist age. And they were like so up in their panties that Willow was posting something so scandalous. Wow. Like, I think that many people forget that these artists that started out as children, like Sabrina Carpenter, for example, and Willow Smith, obviously, she's no longer a kid. She's like, I think that she is on her late 20s. How old is Willow Smith? She's gotta be on her early 30s, late 20s. I know because Willow Smith is close to my age. You have news? Holy shit, Willow Smith and I are the same age. Technically a year older, but still. Koi, you have news? What news do you have, Koi? And this must be the life. Yeah, people forget that Willow Smith is like not a child anymore. And that she can post stuff like that. You know, I've been talking to this girl a lot. Wow. Is somebody in my chat actually getting bitches? Oh no! God damn it! No bitches! Once more! I'm so sorry, Koi. That sucks. That actually sucks. You see, you're the side bitch! No! No! I'm so sorry, Koi. This is why I am so grateful every single day that I am asexual because I don't have to deal with shit like that. God loves me so much, they made me asexual. That's the reason why I trust. It's because I'm God's favorite. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Like, I'm trying to empathize a lot, but I don't know what to say. That just sucks. That's an awful situation. Surprisingly, for all of the friends that I have that have bitches that actually date people, we have never had a cheating scandal before. Please tell me the truth. Yeah, just tell me the truth. You know, like how you sober up after a shocking thing that happens. It was like that for me. No, that sucks. But yeah, I get what you mean. Don't worry, Koi. You'll get somebody better. That person wasn't good for you. SpongeBob, I am out. Yeah. Shh. Don't worry. Just gotta get out. You'll get out and be happy. And find somebody that's way better. And way hotter. Did you just say half bitches? Yeah. I thought that Koi got bitches, but no. They were the bitches. Also, that reminds me, Crony just released like the boyfriend applications video. I gotta rewatch that. Because those stories are insane. You know, that is something that I think would cheer someone up after they've been like fucked up in their love life. Just watch a video of like Reddit relationship stories and you'll see how far worse the situation could have been. Like, yeah, that sucks, but at least I'm not that guy. At least I'm not throw RA 727 or 4352. But yeah, freak. Back read a little bit and you'll learn. You'll learn what happened. Oh fuck. Okay, ads are going to start in about 1 minute, so I'm gonna do like the be right back stream so that I can go to the bathroom and refill my drink, and then we'll be back for another hour of your scheduled ghost. I'll just clean up the line art first. These bowls look so bad. Do not clip that. Porque yo me encanta el olor. Okay, so far it's readable. Okay. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Guys. Guys. Why is it that the first thing I see while I am open Twitter to scroll while I wait for my coffee to reheat is a fucking caked up pigeon? It's a pigeon that's so caked up. It's actually kind of disturbing. Why am I seeing this in my timeline? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? I just don't think it's fair. Give me a second. I'll show you guys. It's just that my Firefox is sort of acting up right now. Give me a second. I need to disable my privacy possum for this. Because Twitter hates my fucking possum. I have to suffer with me. What do we think, chat? I don't know if to laugh or cry. What the fuck is this? And then... and this is the quote tweet. Anyways, now that I have scarred all of you, because if I get traumatized, so will you, let's continue. Salut. I wish she actually had like a reference sheet I could see so that I can get more accurate colors, but I know that he's very private about that. I'll still steal it from him one day. I'll hack his computer and get it sent to me. I'll hack his hard drive. I mean, I think that I've said this before, but I have never used dark mode ever in my entire life. Like, never. Never. Ever. Oh, I forgot that I have this from the collab. Give me a second. Frida, you cannot drink coffee. Just because you're Colombian does not mean that you can take it. Coffee is actually poisonous to cats, I'm sorry. Forget that I have this specific Salu steel from the collab. Hehehehe. Oh wait. Actually, since I'm trying a different kind of like rendering. What do you mean triple dots, freak? This is totally normal. It's not like dark mode existed during my time. I am a light mode baby. Oh yeah, DVD! DVD! Why? Is Halo playing DVD without me? Oh, okay, so you went out on your litter box and you clean out your filthy litter box cans on my desk. Leaving probably piss-covered litter on my desk. Okay, Frida. Anyways. Yes, DVD. Yes. Alright. Ano ba nang ko publish? Give me a second. This is important. Because it's Katamari related. Oh my god! Is that poop litter, Frida? That's poop litter! That's gross! What the heck? Wait, I need to put my cat down on the desk because she is cleaning up her poop filled paws on my desk. But yes, Freak, DVD. Wait, you need to see this. Where's the quality? Okay. We need to restart this with the quality that Katamari deserves. There we go. Can you guys see it properly? There we go. I love how. Wait, no! Oh my gosh! As soon as I open this video. Hello, somebody, anybody, guys. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay, but yeah, new Katamari music video. What are you saying, Freak? No, stream had a little hiccup. Oh my god, look at that quality. It's so crisp. But yeah, it was a stream thing. It wasn't a problem on your side, unfortunately. I need to make Katamari fan art. That little guy brings me joy. Okay, that's terrifying. Thank you for this visual. That's terrifying. What the fuck? Anyways. The song is a banger. Absolute banger, guys. Go check it out. But also, that face is going to haunt my nightmares. That face, I am going to see it as my sleep paralysis demon. I already know it. I already know that I'll be seeing that at night. Oh yeah, no, freak. We did lose signal for a tiny moment. Oh, it just repeated the music video. There you go. Yeah, didn't you know? It's the one that's coming out in October. It was announced on the Nintendo Direct a while ago, actually, like maybe a month ago? Not a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. But yeah, new Katamari game. It's coming out in October 24th. Isn't that right, Frida? Do you also love Katamari, Frida? Of course you love Katamari. We all love Katamari. Everyone loves Katamari. If we don't love it, the king of the universe will strike us down and roll us into a Katamari. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I'm not talking much. Frida has capitalized my lap and she's now asking for kisses. Unfortunately, though, you guys get no kisses. It's a Frida only privilege. Isn't that right, Frida? You're the only one that gets kisses, or else I die. Will you let me brush you after I'm done with stream, though, Frida? You're already shedding a lot now. I know that I brushed you like a couple days ago, and I know that you hate it, but I gotta. Like, I can manually just, like, scratch her, and the hair will just fall out. The shed will just fall out. my god, I didn't even notice the Katamari Damacy theme leitmotif on here. I think I should mainly brush your chest though, Frida. That's where the most hair is falling out. Because she doesn't like me brushing her chest. That's the area she hates the most. You know, back when she was smaller, I used to just put like bird videos on my computer on full screen so that Frida would just get used to getting brushed and just watch the birds while I brush her, but it gets difficult when I actually have to watch her. I have to turn her around on her belly to brush her belly and her chest. Because then she realizes it's a ploy. It's a ploy and a scam. Okay, I'm doing there. Wait, Frida, do you still have poopy legs? Oh, you still have gross poopy legs. And you were in my lap. No. Go get cleaned up. Clean yourself up, miss. Do you see what I have to put up with? Hello! Thank you so much for rating! Hello! Hello, hello, hello! How are you? How are you guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome! How are you guys doing? Let me give you a shout out real quick. Goody! Thank you so much for the follow. And thank you so much for becoming a whiz. By the way, no refunds. But yeah, hello, how are you, kind of cat? What are you doing in your stream? You're playing Genkai Toki 7 Pirates. Ooh, what is that about? I don't know that game. But how have you been? I hope that you had a really nice stream, and if you need to raid and run, don't worry about it. I know that streaming can be very, very exhausting. And for those who do not know me, hello! I am a ghost of the Blanket Variety, and I am a part-time freelance illustrator and full-time hunting expert from Colombia. Today, I am working on some remote commissions. But yeah, I hope that you guys have had a nice night, evening, morning, wherever you are. And I'm glad that you decided to raid into me today. It's a dirty anime pirate game that chat gave me bits for. Hehehehe, that's so funny. I know that apparently Twitch is a little bit wishy-washy with like mature games like that, so I always get really nervous when something like that is suggested to me because I'm worried that I might get a ban for it, and I don't want to get banned. I'm still too tiny. I need to collect more souls before I get banned from Twitch indefinitely. Yeah, that's good, thankfully. I know that Twitch allows some games as long as they're censored. So I guess that is one of those games. Because some games do have streamer mode that are like censored for that. I think that one of the most infamous ones are like Nekopara. I think that the Nekopara series, you can stream them as long as it's like censored. It doesn't have like the mature DLC on it. I also know that as long as Funger is censored, we're good. Which is good because I love Funger. I will never stop playing it. Even if Twitch bans me. It's me and Funger against the world. Oh, really? I'm glad that you like it. I have a ton of like old Sean Wasabi songs that I like. I haven't listened to him in a very long time, though. So I don't know what he has been up to. Wait, that looks bad. That looks like he has, No problem, Kanto. Thank you so much for writing in today. It really means a lot to me. Yeah, I also really like his songs, so those are the ones that I have on my playlist. don't know what else he has done. I'm sure that his newer songs are still good. I just haven't checked him out in a while. Reminds me I need to do the outlines for his brows. Oh fuck. Wrong layer. Hmm. Yeah. Oh fuck. I don't know. Let me check the sketch. It just doesn't feel right. Okay, I think it's because the line work of the eyelashes is a little bit thinner. Yeah. This song's music video is so goofy, by the way. It was one of my favorites for some reason when I was little. For those who are new here, part of my, I guess, some ghost lore for you is that when I was little, my dad used to buy like those like counterfeit, like those pirated DVDs, because we couldn't afford the official ones. So one day he just brought like a Black Eyed Peas music video collection home, and I became obsessed with it. And I rewatched all of those music videos back, back. And this was one of the music videos included in that era, and I just watched and rewatched the music video like crazy. I don't know what that music video had, but I loved it. Ok, me da, dámelo y bien. Un poco aquí. Cuando tu boca me toca, me corre, me provoca, me muerde y me destroza, todo siempre es poca y muévete bien, que nadie como tú me sabe hacer café. Morena mata, ay me mata y me remata, vamos para el infierno, aunque no sea eterno, suave, bien, que nadie como tú me sabe hacer café. Pero cuando tu boca me toca, me pone y me provoca, me muerde, me destroza todo, siempre es poca y muévete bien, que nadie como tú me sabe hacer café. Bien.
Hola, Mimi. ¿Qué está esperando?
But yeah, We also had a Michael Jackson music video collection. I also love that one. Don't ask me why though, but there was crack cocaine on that DVD because every time I went back to school, it was putting either the Black Eyed Peas music video DVD or the Michael Jackson one. Muérdeme destroza, todo siempre es poca y muévete bien. Nada como tú me sabes hacer café. Morena mata, ay me mata, me remata. Vamos para el infierno, que no sea eterno, suave limpia. Nada como tú me sabes hacer café. Ah, congrats, Koi. I think I know why. It's so weird too. It's because there was this little line that sort of like conflicted with the eyes. Hmm. Yes, the ballad of Jane Doe. I love this song. My soul, oh my soul, oh my Shit. Oh, I had some 50 seconds, guys. I had some 50 seconds. What's up, Frida? It's all its children in the end. Every time I see this emote, Jane Doe hits those high notes, it looks as if he was hitting the high notes himself. Wow, Salu, you have such a beautiful voice. Thank you so much for the stretch, Fickle. Wait, give me a second. Oh my god, why are we pinned? Why did I get pinned? What did Melon do to him this time? So true. And thank you so much for the hydrate. This is my last sip of coffee. That's so sad. I guess it'll be water from now on. Boo. Now let me fix the line art of the beats. These beats look rough. Also, thank you so much for the luck, Fickle. Rita, are your paws not poopy anymore? I'm not letting you in on my lap again until your paws are no longer poopy. I'm sorry, baby girl. I think that I can now at least color some of the skin line art. What's up, Frida? It isn't midnight yet. It isn't even 11 p.m., Frida. Don't be a greedy little baby. What's up, Frida? No, it's not dinner time yet. As my cat is holding me hostage. again. This song is so good. I love it. Rita, what's up? What's wrong, baby girl? I may have to clean your pond, you know that, right? Because you stepped on your poo. Yes, you stepped on your poo, and that's gross. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-dum. I need to make the lines a little bit long, a little bit thicker. Also, I made the shadows to... Fuck! I made the shadows too dark. Make these a little bit brighter. They may be also too dark. What's wrong, Frida? I cannot pay attention to you right now. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, this is way clear. Yes, way clear. Fuck. I do want to test out something though. I'm gonna try this white on the eyes to see if maybe it makes the eyes also clearer. Like the pupil specifically. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. Okay, I think that's because the ratio. It's a little bit wrong, but because it does look like one eye is smaller than the other. But why? Is it because it's like whites aren't consistent? You guys know that the song is actually gibberish and not actual German, but it just sounds like German. It was made like with a linguist. Or at least the concept was invented by a German. Not a German, a linguist. Okay, I need to make this like significantly larger. Just because I guess the amount compression works. Oh wait, I think I know why. Yeah, I know why. Almost there, Frida, almost there. I can't believe that I now need to reassure my cat when stream ends, because she cannot handle the fact that I am paying attention to something other than here. How dare I? I think that it's better. It's more subtle, I think. Okay, it is 10 minutes before 11, which means that I am going to actually end stream soon. Let me just get some of these final details on, and then we'll go and do our final little chit chat of the day. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, again for 300 followers. It really does mean a ton to me that people actually enjoy watching me be a silly little ghost on the internet, and that they enjoy watching me do my art or play games or whatever you enjoy me for. Also ASMR, even though I don't do that very often. But yeah, honestly, really, I didn't expect to be going down this path, but I am glad I did. I have met so much people ever since I started streaming, and they're all so nice. I have always been very, very scared of socializing, and streaming has actually helped me out a lot on that. So I truly do appreciate every single one of you wisps and all of the friends that I have made throughout the way. Yeah, let's see who we can read out to. I know, Frida. I'm almost done. I think that it's because Frida knows that I'm technically streaming at a different hour. I usually stream until 10, from 6 to 10, but since I started an hour later, I decided to just push it till 11. Yeah, let's see who we can rate out to. Whoa. There we go. It does take a little bit to load, doesn't it? See if any of the people that we are following are up right now. We've got Coco, we've got Stefan, we've got Minty, we've got Maple. People. Oh wait, we've got Senvita. Let's try to Senvita. I think that we haven't rated them in a very, very long time. Hello, Kanjo! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm about to rate out. No. No, it's okay though. I still am very, very grateful that you rated into me today. Thank you so much for the follow too. I will take very good care of your soul, I promise. I'll try not to let Frida nibble on it too much. But yeah, here is my Discord if you wanna get notifications for when I stream, as well as just chat with other fellow wisps. I am starting out sort of planning community night, so we may watch movies or play games together and all of that fun stuff. Here's also my socials if you'd rather get updates from there. I am Blanket Ghost on most social media except for my YouTube, in which I am the Blanket Ghost or Blanket Bots if you are looking for my old bots. As for commissions, I have them closed, but I do have a little merch shop in which I sell my fan merch and other illustrations that I do. And I think this is it for now. Here's my raid message and my raid message for subs. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday, for more art. Yippee! Thank you so much for coming. I'll be probably giving you guys the details of what I will like to do for 300 followers. No, Senvita just went out. God fucking damn it. Let me see who else is live, I guess. They just went out. No. Fine. Let's see who we can raid out to. Let's raid out to, maybe somebody new. If you have any raid suggestions, I'd be more than happy to get your raid suggestions as well. If you'd like me to meet some new people, I would be more than happy to meet more new people. Who should we raid out to? Have I raided Coco? Oh yeah, I have raided Emma 2 times. I should probably... Oh yes, yes, freak. I just saw the DMs. I don't really know the people I raid out to very well, so I don't know. It's okay. I'll just maybe do same category and see who is streaming art right now. It's someone who doesn't have as many viewers as I... more viewers than I do. That is sort of in a similar range. Oh, there's so many good artists on right now. Wait, is that a ghost? That's a ghost! What the heck? That is a ghost! I think that we should rate out to 7 is up? Wait, why don't... Because I don't follow him on Twitch, but I do follow him on Twitter. Oh my god, I need to remember that following on Twitter and following on Twitch are not the same thing. But yeah, let me rate out 7. I need to remember that following on Twitter is not the same as following on Twitch. I always forget. But yeah, 7 is a super cool guy, and we actually did a collab together for Nyakup's debut. Yippee! Also, his model is super nice. I still feel that his model sort of looks like a fuckboy, but he is still really, really nice despite that. Hehehehe. And he is right now playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Yippee! So again, I hope you guys have a nice evening, night, morning, afternoon, wherever you guys are. And I'll see you Wednesday for more art, Friday for more games. Maybe Peak, maybe Kara, maybe Karamari, maybe Dave, whatever it may be. And yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to this like very, very small 300 followers celebration. And don't do that. Yeah.